Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 2 of the It's All About Sports Martin Luther King Day Tribute Showcase of Basketball. This game features the Miners of Lakewood High School and the Panthers of Westampton, Tech. This time we also remind everyone this game is under the auspices of the NJSIAA.
Do you need coverage? Not that kind of coverage, more like this kind of coverage. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Need a promo? Hosting a live event? Celebrating a special occasion? The National Video Productions has you covered. No, not that kind of covered. More like this kind of covered. And this kind of covered. Get live coverage and live stream that live event. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Weddings, corporate events, sporting events, graduations, grand opening, concerts, car shows, fundraisers, dance recitals, and more. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered.
And Westampton Tech will be the home team. Remind everyone that at the conclusion of this game, we will have a Most Valuable Player Award to be given out to a member of the team. For those of you following the football game, it was once 28-7 Jacksonville. It's now 28-21 Jacksonville. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our starting lineups for today's game. First for our guest team from Lakewood. Please welcome, starting at guard, 5'9" senior wearing number 3, Kyrie Jenkins. At guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 13, Amari Barksdale. At guard, 5'10" senior, number 23, Kevin Dent. At forward, 6'3" sophomore, number 32, Ryan Savoy. And at forward, 6'3" senior, number 34, Julian Ziegler. Assistant coaches for the Panthers, Tim Brown, G. Dunright, and L.J. Clark, and head coach, Randy Holmes. Nice round of applause for the Panthers of Lakewood High School. And now let's make the starting lineup for today's home team, the Panthers of West Tech. At guard, the 6'1" junior, number 2, Jacob Jackson. At forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 3, Michael Sadie. At forward, a 6' senior, number 21, Gladys Taylor. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 23, Stan Martin. And at guard, a 6'2" senior, number 24, Emmanuel Shea. Assistant coaches for West Tech, Antoine Miller, Jason Briggs, Jeff Burke, and Greg Parker. Head coach, Coach Ronald Bird. Ladies and gentlemen, the Panthers of Westampton Tech. Good luck to both teams and let's play basketball.
So, Greg, we're just about set to tip off this second game here with Lakewood from Central Jersey versus Westampton Tech. It should be a good matchup. Don't know a whole lot about both teams, especially Lakewood, but very excited to see what this team brings to the table.
Looking at both teams, it looks like they're forward athletes.
And this should be a very good matchup here. And again, this is the second of 3 games here today.
Both Group 3 schools, am I correct?
I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. And Lakewood takes the tip off, and There's a three-point shot early on and missed and rebounded by Westampton Tech. Good ball moving by Westampton Tech. They're going to look to get the most out of this possession here. There's a whistle. There's a lane. 3 second violation. That's first call we've seen that today.
I was getting ready to say that. You didn't see that call all day.
And Lakewood will take its second possession and try to get on the board first here.
Number 23. Stan Martin. 23. Could be some relation to me.
Possibly. As we know, you come obviously from an athletic family. And that's a good take to the basket by Lakewood. Missed an offensive rebound. And Lakewood will go to the free throw line for the first time today here. And he misses both free throw shots. And again, we talked about the importance of hitting foul shots in games. There's a three-point shot from the top of the key, missed and rebounded by Westampton Tech. Missing opportunity to get on the board. Lakewood's going to bring the ball up slow here, just past half court. And that's a good strong move, but missed. So Lakewood early on still looking to get its first basket of the game here.
Number 3 pumps it out from way outside.
And that basket good.
West Tech has missed a couple opportunities by missing layup in this game.
Yes, they have, and they're going to have to make those baskets and try to capitalize on those opportunities. Good aggressive move to the basket.
I was trying to catch up myself,
And that's 5 points for him as he gets on the board. That's good penetration and dish. Looks like a foul going to be called inside.
Personal foul. Personal foul, call number 2, Jalen Jackson is first. The team's first will have number 1.
Good hustle on the ground. Westampton pushes the ball up. Good ball movement by Westampton. They get a good look, but basket's no good. I was kind of wild right there. I didn't see that one coming. But he draws the charge. So Westampton now bringing the ball up after the charge on Lakewood. There's a missed shot and ball brought up just across half court by Lakewood. There's a missed three-point shot. So Westampton with 3:12 left here in the first, down 2 points to Lakewood. So far, some slow action so far.
I don't know about you, but it seems like the high school game is relegated to a lot of kids just trying to shoot the three-pointer, and the post game is no longer a viable option on some of these games you watch.
And I agree. You've seen that early on in the Pennsgrove game versus Delcast Tech, where both teams got kind of into a three-point shooting matchup. Then they tried to continue it on in the second quarter, but neither could do so. So 6-5 here, Westampton Tech with a lead with 2:09. Not sure who he was throwing that one to, but that ball sails out of bounds.
He was looking for number 12 to sink into the corner over there, but nevertheless, it was an errant pass.
So slow start so far for both of these teams here. Down to 1:15 here in the first quarter. There's a three-point shot. Missed off the front of the rim. Ball controlled by Westampton Tech. There's a wide open three-point look, and he makes it.
That was number 12, Mike Green.
Yes, sir. That's Green for Westampton. So Westampton with a 9-5 lead here with 46 seconds left here in the first quarter of action. Good step back three, missed, rebound at Westampton Tech. Good move to the basket, misses, but again, good aggressive move by Westampton Tech.
I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes the amount of coaches brings out a very good point on some of the struggles that these Group 1 teams have.
Now you said the amount of coaches?
The amount, yeah. Westampton Tech, you see they have 5 coaches, and Lakewood has 4. But when you watched the game earlier, you know, when teams are forced to only have 1 or 2 coaches, you know, that plays into the development of the kids.
Right, and I agree, because like you said, I'm looking at this bench here, and like you said, they have 5 coaches actually on the Westampton Tech sideline. That three-point basket is no good, so At the end of first quarter action here from Rowan, our second game here, where Westampton Tech leads Lakewood 9-5, and we'll be back with more action in the second quarter next.
You'll be joining my team, the NFHS Net. If it happens in high school, we got it covered. We've got your favorite high school sports wherever you want them, whenever you want them. Streaming live or on demand. Plus, with a few well-executed moves here, here, and here, you can find and follow your favorite school or team.
But what if I...
Hey! There is no I in the word team, but there is in the word clip, which is what you can do with our new clip and share tool. Watch the game, clip the moment, share it with all of your fans. It's super simple. When you're teamed up with the NFHS network, there's no excuse to miss another play. Now you get out there and you watch the sports. Your team, your game, streaming live only on the NFHS network. Who's gonna slap that hand?
And Greg, we're back here with the beginning of the second quarter action. And again, I'm Terry Collins with It's All About Sports, and here with me is Greg Martin. So far enjoying the festivities here today as Lakewood inbounds for their first possession here in the second quarter. So, Greg, what did you see from both teams in that first quarter? And that basket by Lakewood's Kevin Dent for his first 2 points of this game. Great look inside nets. Jalen Jackson and his first 2 points of the game. And that basket by Ryan Savoy, his first 2 points of the game. I was just going to say that, Greg. You mentioned about both teams needing to go inside, and as we see the first possessions of the game, they do, and it provides points for both teams. The ball pushed by Westampton Tech. And that's Michael Sadie.
13-9, 6:20 left in the second quarter.
So, Greg, maybe both teams' coaches were listening to what you were just saying, because as we see, they're getting good inside looks, and again, they're making these baskets now versus shooting that three-point shot. That's a good shot, but missed, and ball pushed up by Westampton Tech. Emmanuel J. He misses. Rebounded by Lakewood. Lakewood's going to push it up.
Number 13 spots up, and he strokes a three.
That's a good look.
That was a good look, though. He was wide open. Took advantage of it.
(18-12) to score with 5:16. Good basket and the foul.
Personal foul, number 13, Maury Marksdale is first. He is third. Number 23, Stan Martin will go to the line, shooting one shot.
So Martin gets the basket and is good, and he'll go to the line shooting one. So 16-12 now in the lead for Westampton Tech. Good ball
Nice extra
movement.
pass. And number 12 takes advantage of it.
I take that back. Actually, that was great ball movement. Get a better look. And that's that basket. Amari Barksdale.
Personal foul called on Lakewood's number 12, Drake Bonaparte. Bonaparte, and his first. Fourth.
Good take, but missed.
And the contact in there, but no call.
And the defense definitely made him alter the shot.
21 definitely looked like he got off there with a push.
Right, and that's Taylor. But again, as you said, he pushed off with the left arm there, but no call. So
Good defense. And he gets it ahead.
and the ball ripped out. That was an easy basket. Lakewood, Barksdale.
So far, we have two close games, though.
So 18-17 now with 3:40 left here in the first half.
Personal foul called on number 23, Kevin Dent. His first, team's fifth.
So the ball to be taken out of bounds. Out of the basket. Good drive to the hole. Missed. Seen some good drives to the basket, but lack of finishing.
Steps into that three, but unable to hit. Is number 3.
And he hit a three early on. That shot is definitely in his range.
Down on the floor, called by Westampton Tech.
West Tech wants to call timeout and talk about it.
So we're going to have a timeout here, and we're going to take a break in action here. 3:12 left, 18-17. We'll be back from Rowan University after this.
I'll take a lemonade.
That'll be $2.37.
Your sign says $1.
Yeah, but that doesn't include fees and added taxes.
Fees and added taxes.
They're all listed on your bill.
Are you kidding me?
There's the line access fee, the standing on my lawn fee, the fresh fruit high cost fee, the poison control surcharge.
Don't pay more for taxes and fees. With T-Mobile One, taxes and fees are now included. 4 lines, $40 each. All unlimited, all in.
And tips.
Learn more at a T-Mobile store.
And we're back here with 3:12 left in the second quarter. So far, Greg, after you had mentioned that, we've seen where both teams switched up from taking the outside shot to now going inside, and it's paid dividends for both teams here as Westampton's clinging to a 1-point lead here.
Yeah, I'm trying to notice that in a lot of games I've been to this year. You know, a lot of high school kids have fallen in love with the three. I guess they're watching a lot of NBA, but the inside game is invaluable. You know what I mean? When you're talking about getting easy buckets and layups and, you know, controlling the pace of the game. You know, when you shoot a lot of threes, a lot of long rebounds, and the other team gets a lot of easy buckets in transition.
And speaking of inside game, we're not really seeing a lot of typical teams here where they have the big men inside. It kind of seems like, you know, guard / small forward type players being pretty much on the floor here for both of these teams. So no kind of, I guess you could say, traditional big men here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Westampton Tech are inbounds with 3:07 here in the second quarter. And there's a good
nice block.
Good defense there.
Number Number 32, and he gets a block and he scores on the other end.
And that's always the reward of playing good defense and hustling. As you see, block, then hustle back in transition and picks up the bucket.
21 tries to dribble through and he gets another turnover.
As a steal
for Lakewood. He rips it out of there. Nice strong move by number 2.
So Lakewood picks up a good basket and then lets one go. And Jackson has 4 here in this quarter, Greg.
Looks inside, and he gets rewarded. If I'm the coach at halftime, Terry, I'm preaching inside.
Right. And that's pretty much the difference here in this game, as we see both teams had some struggling early on with the three-point shot. So Westampton Tech controls the ball. And there's a three-point shot and missed. Ball brought up by Lakewood just across half court. And I think, Greg, if these teams are going to put up that three-point shot, then they definitely got to prepare the offensive rebound and get stronger on the glass. So 1:10 left here in the second quarter. Westampton Tech clinging to a 21-20 lead. That off the glass is good.
He seems to be their man right now.
Right, and that's Stan Martin. Martin has 7.
23. Stan Martin.
Look like Lakewood is trying to get the final shot on this in the second quarter. Take the air out of the ball.
As we coming up on 30 seconds here.
Good pass, number 32. Young man has made some nice plays on the defensive end and finished on the offense end his last couple trips down the court.
Right, and that's Ryan Savoy. He picks up his 6th point of the game here.
So Tech doesn't get a chance at a bucket to close out the quarter.
So at halftime, we have Lakewood, who finally takes this lead, and they're leading Westampton Tech 23-22 here at Rowan University. And after halftime, we'll be back with more action next.
Do you need coverage? Not that kind of coverage. More like this kind of coverage. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Need a promo? Hosting a live event? Celebrating a special occasion? The National Video Productions has you covered. No, not that kind of covered. More like this kind of covered. And this kind of covered. Get live coverage and live stream that live event. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Weddings, corporate events, sporting event, graduation, grand opening, concerts, car shows, fundraisers, dance recitals, and more. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered.
So we're back here for the start of the second half. Greg, what do you think about what you've seen so far from this Lakewood and Westampton Tech team?
Pretty evenly matched up, I would say. 23-21 ball game coming out of halftime. Let's see who looks to establish themselves early in the
We're going to start the quarter number 3. Possession basketball.
see what kind of adjustments the coaches made.
And Lakewood again took the lead right at the end of that second quarter, and they're leading 23-22. There again, as you mentioned, good inside play. Westampton Tech continues their inside play. So just starting the second half here. Westampton Tech takes the lead back from Lakewood. See Lakewood moving the ball around. There's a good offensive rebound in there by Lakewood. And the shot attempt's no good, but he's going to draw contact and go to the line shooting 2. So Ryan Savoy, who had 6 points in that second quarter, and he picks up where he left off in that second quarter. And he's going to go to the line shooting 2 here for Lakewood. First basket in and out, no good. And the second shot is good. So Savoy 1-and-1 from the line. And that's a 24-24 tie now. Good defense. So good defense by Savoy, and he picks up the lead and picks up the foul there. So Jalen Jackson will go to the line, shooting 2. He hits the first one. That's his 5th point of the game here. Misses the second.
I don't know about you, Terry, but for the last several minutes in this ball game, I've been impressed by number 32. He's setting screens, he's playing defense, he's rebounding. A total all-around effort.
Right, and he has, again, 7 points for this Lakewood team. Good, strong inside presence. I mentioned earlier, not really a whole lot of traditional big men, but he is pretty much the inside presence for Lakewood in regards to having a big man. So Westampton Tech had a few players open there. And there you go again. There's the guy you talked about. Gets a good block, but recovered by Westampton and scored. Good take by Barksdale.
Amari Barks.
Coming in the line for Westampton, Texas, number
So the ball out of bounds couldn't be saved by Lakewood. So we'll go to Westampton Tech, the inbounds into the front court. And there's a complete miss and rebound.
Personal foul, Lakewood's number 23, Kevin Dent, that's his second.
Shot missed by Westampton Tech, rebounded, and they'll go back to the line.
To the line for 2.
He makes the first free throw attempt. Michael Sadie. And he hits the second. He makes both free throws. So Westampton Tech leads 29-26 with 5:05 left here in the second quarter. Second half, I'm sorry, the third quarter of the second half. Good spin move. That looked like a foul. I thought that was a foul on the arm. It's not called, and turnover. That was an aggressive take, Greg.
I told you once again, when you go inside, good things can happen.
There's a good pass. I thought he was going to take that shot, but way to recognize the open player and be selfless and dish off for the assist. And there's a turnover.
Gotta be something there, yeah. Blocking foul. Looked like he lost the ball, but
good aggressive take by Barks there.
Moving.
So you agree with this call, right? You agree with the call here?
Yeah. I think I got bailed out.
Right. Yeah, he definitely was moving, so. And there's an immediate turnover here.
No call up in there, Tim. Referees are definitely letting them play. Oh, they didn't call anything.
30-second timeout.
And we're back here with more action for the third quarter here at Rowan University. Our second game here today. Westampton Tech leading Lakewood 31-28 with 3:25 left here in this period. There's a push there. Good call. Whistle blow. So this game seems to be going at a lot faster pace than the first game. As you mentioned, not a whole lot of fouls called here. So. Good aggressive move there. So neither team able to build much of a lead here in this game.
Definitely been 1 or 2 point lead for both teams.
All right, it's been a close game throughout here. That was almost a steal. Good take, but he quite couldn't finish.
Yeah, good pass. Sees the man, open look, number 12.
And that basket by Green, his second three-point attempt of the game. Good aggressive move to the basket by Emmanuel Ja. And he's going to draw a foul and go to the line. As the Lakewood players don't agree with the call necessarily. He misses the first. I'm sorry, he makes both. So we're approaching 1 minute to play here in the third quarter play. Westampton Tech leading Lakewood 36-30. And as I say that, Lakewood hits a three-point basket.
That was actually a big bucket there, keeping it from 3.
And that basket by Kevin Dent, his 5th point of the game. So just about 30 seconds left here in the third quarter play. .1 and gonna have free throw attempts. Jenkins misses the first one. And he hits the second. So you see pressure by Lakewood. They seem to have a clock malfunction. The clock hadn't started. I don't think the officials noticed it, and I think they're going to let it play on.
I started it.
there's a basket that happens that probably shouldn't have happened. So we'll see if that pays dividends as Westampton Tech scores at the buzzer, which should have, again, probably not happened. But we're going to take a quick break and be back with fourth quarter action here from Rowan. Westampton Tech leads Lakewood 40-34.
All right, team, listen up. You all have been missing way too many plays. And it's time to make some changes. Effective immediately. You'll all be joining my team, the NFHS Network. If it happens in high school, we got it. We got your favorite high school sports wherever you want it, whenever you want it. Streaming live on the internet. Plus, with a few executed here, here, and here. You can find all of your favorite schools. Hey, that means you're on in the word team. But there is a word clip, which is what you can do on the clip and share. Watch the game. And the team with the NFHS Network, there's no excuse to miss another play. Now you get out there. And you watch the sports. Your high school, your team, your game, stream only on the NFHS Network. Who's gonna slap that hand?
So we're back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Final 8 minutes here, and Westampton holding on to a 40-34 lead. Lakewood inbounds.
Shoot that, man.
I think we kind of seen a similar play earlier where Jenkins dished. Another in and out shot by Jenkins. Jenkins is a pretty active player down on the floor. And that was a foul.
One thing I noticed, Terry, is also a lot of teams. You notice a lot of guys are not bounce passing the ball anymore. They're trying to throw it over the top of people, which is leading turn into a lot of turnovers.
Free throw is good. So far, Greg, in this game, again, 41-34, who would you say is the most impressive player that you've seen on the court today?
For Westampton Tech, I probably would go with 23 right now.
And that's Stan Martin, who's had a fairly decent game.
Sometimes people look at the points and forget about the all-around game, the defensive effort, the rebounding.
And how about for Lakewood? Amari Barksdale, number 12 from Lakewood.
Number 12.
He's had a good game, as well as 32, Ryan Savoy.
Yeah, 32, I told you earlier, caught my eye with some of the things he's been able to do on the court.
That's a big bucket. That three-point basket is good. As Lakewood calls a timeout, so we're going to take another break in action here with 7:05 left in the fourth quarter. Westampton Tech
when it
leads
comes
Lakewood
down to it, Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep
43-34.
Ram is size doesn't matter. Whether you're looking for something as big as a Ram ProMaster commercial truck or something in between like a custom Jeep Wrangler or a fuel-efficient Dodge Journey, at Spirit, we've got you covered. And when it comes to your budget, size doesn't really matter either. At Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we've got hundreds of one-of-a-kind vehicles to choose from, guaranteed to fit your needs and your budget. Right now during the summer clearance event, save up to $12,000 off select models.
Hi, I'm Ron.
And I'm Mike. We're the Boss Brothers here at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Swedesboro, New Jersey.
And we just want to invite you to come check out our huge selection of inventory located in Swedesboro, New Jersey. Everything from the hot Jeep Wrangler to the real sweet Hellcat, the minivans, that you name it, we got it. Come check us out.
Our job's to get you 100% approved, so come on down and see us today.
Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're selling excitement.
And we're back with 7:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Again, this is our second matchup tomorrow. Stay tuned because at Paulsboro High School, Martin Luther King Day, starting at 10:30 a.m. Woodrow Wilson versus Lindenwold Boys, and that'll be live on IAASBN.com. And at 12 p.m., Woodrow Wilson versus Atlantic City Girls, live on NFHS.org. And then at 1:30, Paulsboro versus Clayton Girls, live on IAASBN.com. And then 3 p.m., Paulsboro versus Clayton Boys, live on NFHS.org. And then again, the grand finale, the big one everybody's looking forward to tomorrow. Camden High plays St. Thomas More of Delaware, and that'll be live on NFHS.org. So a couple big games tomorrow too, Greg.
What do you know about that St. Thomas More team?
Well, I haven't heard much about them, but I know we will get an opportunity, I believe, to see them here today. So they'll have a matchup here today, and then next actually coming up. And then tomorrow, again, they're going to have their hands full with that Camden team. As you mentioned, Camden has some transfers, new players under that team who already has, the last 2 years gone back-to-back to the state Group 2 finals at the RAC at Rutgers. So some great matchups tomorrow all the way around the board. But no matter what happens here today or tomorrow, Greg, I'm sure you're excited and happy. And the first matchup, your hometown team, Pennsgrove, was able to pick up a victory against Delaware Castle Technical School. So either way, I guess you leave here happy. So
yeah, of note though, Del Castle was missing one of their big guys.
Greg, you were saying Del Castle was missing.
They were missing one of the guys. They said he was averaging about 6 blocks a game. Not very many points, but a guy with a wingspan and able to play defense and rebound. I think he was averaging about 5 or 6 blocks a game and about 8 or 9 rebounds a game. So they were missing him today. So right, I'm sure that definitely played a factor in the game.
And you're right. A lot of times when teams are missing key pieces, especially somebody like that who can play defense and pick up some blocks and even be an intimidator around the basket. So you see both teams picking up the intensity here.
Well, when they got a 12-point lead, now it's now it's do or die. You got to make a run and get this thing within single digits.
So Westampton Tech is going to look, and there's a 3-point basket.
There's the kid I was talking about, 23 once again. Seems to be the leader of this team, Terry.
And you did mention that, number 23. And that is Stan Martin. He hits the big 3. And this is our largest lead of the game, 34-49. Kari Jenkins, who slips and falls.
Got a 15-point lead with 5:20 here, and time is ticking away. We're going to have to get a couple stops here to get back into this game, or else this game is history.
And if you're Westampton Tech, you're looking to just control the clock for the most part. Try to, if anything, get some good looks, not really waste possessions.
Look like they're going to pull it out and make them come play defense. There's that number 23 again, Terry.
And as you mentioned, Stan Martin has been pretty much the go-to guy here for Westampton Tech. And there's an easy layup. You got to have that basket. That looked like it should have been basket interference.
That should have been basket interference, but it wasn't called.
Now they're going to have a 19-point lead.
Yeah, definitely should
have
been
There's a timeout, and I think we're going to stay here. We're going to stay here, not take a break in action. So, again, 34-53. Again, I do want to make a correction on an announcement that was made earlier. The Woodrow Wilson versus Lindenwold boys game at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow at Paulsboro will be live on itsallaboutssports.org, as well as the 1:30 Paulsboro versus Clayton girls game will be on itsallaboutssports.org at 1:30, and then the rest of the games, the 4:30 Camden and St. Thomas More, as well as the 3 p.m. Paulsboro versus Clayton boys, and the 12 p.m. Woodrow Wilson versus Atlantic City girls game. Those games will be live on nfhs.org. So just want to make that notable correction. But again, Greg, the first game was a fairly close game for the most part. This one we've seen has kind of gotten away from us. So 4:21 left here in the quarter. I would imagine it would be hard to give up a 19-point lead with 4:21, even though anything's possible. But I just don't see Westampton Tech, after controlling the ball or controlling the game so long, letting up now. How about you?
Terry, I'm going to agree with you. I pretty much think this ball game is over unless drastic events turn. Pretty much this game is about over.
So they do make the correct call, and yeah, they just took away the basket. The one we felt as though was basket interference, so they did take it away. It was basket interference. That was the correct call.
You'd rather see make the right call, you know what I mean? Because it definitely was basket interference. You know what I mean? Fortunately, they got a big enough lead right now that we don't even really think those 2 points will come into play. But you'd rather see the referees get the call made, right, even though it's after the fact.
Reminder that we'll have an MVP award at the end of this particular game.
So the referees do get the call correct. So it's now 51-34 with 4:21 left here in the fourth quarter. That's a three-point shot by Westampton Tech, rebounded. I'm not sure really why at this point in the game they need to be shooting three-point shots, and there's a miss going to the basket.
Right now they can afford to take the air out of the ball.
Yeah. Lakewood has to.
Good pass.
Definitely a good look. Lakewood's going to have to get some steals if they're going to get back into this with this final 3:20.
There's that kid again.
And Westampton Tech continues to roll. There's the basket and the foul.
One thing of note, the coach is coaching really hard right now. You know, a lot of these coaches is not about this game, but West Tech coaches still coaching real hard in this game, although they got a significant lead.
And as you mentioned, that could be the difference in some of the things we see. Like you said earlier, they have 5 coaches over there on the bench, so these kids have an opportunity to get some extensive coaching here.
He wants to go solo when he does. Number 2 all the way to the cup.
Jackson picks up another basket. As we're close to approaching the 2:30 mark here.
shots coming up. Or number 23, Devin Dent.
And there's your guy on the free throw line, Greg. Stan Martin. 23, and he picks up another point. So Westampton Tech with 2:25 left here in the fourth quarter, leading Lakewood 56-38. And now this is just about letting this final 2:13 wind down.
Good strong move by 21.
Good aggressive move by Lattice Taylor of Westampton Tech. And now we have our biggest lead of the game at 20 now. So 1:42 left. I think Westampton should just pull the ball out and not look to really score anymore. I mean, they're already up 20. Westampton Tech is going to call a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break with 1:20 left here. Westampton Tech controlling and leading this game here at Rowan University over Lakewood, and we'll be back with more action after this break. So actually, Greg, we're not going to take a break. We're going to stay here for the final 1:20. Again, this game kind of got out of control late here. We had a close game somewhere into the third quarter, but we seen Lakewood started to take over. So
Also in for Westampton Tech, number 10, Justin DeMore.
Again, I'm really looking forward to some of the matchups tomorrow, especially where we get to see Clayton and Paulsboro's boys and girls play tomorrow. So we'll see who wins the battle those two schools. So Westampton Tech looking to inbounds here.
Final minute of play in today's game.
That was a good take to the basket, but he wasn't able to finish. Under a minute now. So Westampton Tech will just bring the ball out the top. I think they're going to try to just dribble this final 40 seconds out.
Like West Tech is looking just to dribble it out.
Right.
20 seconds left.
So good game early on by Lakewood, but they struggled there in the second half. And before you know it, this game had got out of control. And Westampton Tech's going to go on to win this game 58-38. So there you have it. The final score, Westampton Tech 58, Lakewood 38. And that concludes our second game here at Rowan. And we'll be back with an interview from our MVP of this game here coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you draw your attention to the center of the floor, the most valuable player in today's game is from Westampton Tech, and he is number 23, Stan Martin. 19 points today. Stan Martin comes up a nice round of applause as our MVP of today.
I asked two, then give it to you, all right?
Yeah, come down, then you gotta make the first.
What year are you in?
2018.
Hold on. Go! You got turned down, man.
Go.
This is Terry Collins with It's All About Sports, and we're here with today's MVP of the game, Stan Martin. First of all, Stan, congratulations on your win today. What did you feel like was your opportunity to dominate in this game against Lakewood?
Well, I was just trying not to force anything, run through the offense, and when I run through the offense, it makes it easier for me to score and get open opportunities. So.
Now, we seen where early in the game it was a very close game going kind of into the third quarter. And you guys were able to take control in that second half. What do you think was the difference in the second half for you guys?
Well, at halftime, we was down by 2. In the locker room, our coach gave us a speech. We got to come out stronger and play harder, and we just did that.
I was alluding to my partner Terry earlier. Me and him didn't actually pick the MVP, but he asked me who would I have chose, and you were definitely the kid that I would have chose. What I want to ask you, what do you attribute your abilities to right now? A lot of kids play AAU. Did you do anything over the summer to improve your game?
Yeah, I played AAU. One of my assistant coaches on the staff, he was my AAU coach, so it was able just to transfer over to high school season.
Yeah, real impressive performance out of you, young man. I see that you got a good all-around game. But I thought the difference was earlier in the game you guys were shooting a lot of three-pointers. Did the coach make any adjustments to maybe dip it down inside going into the second half?
Yeah, we always try to look down low because sometimes our shots aren't falling, so we just have to work out inside and out.
All right, good luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you.
And we now have with us Westampton Tech coach, Coach Bird. How you doing again? Congratulations on the victory today. Martin mentioned that halftime you gave the kids a speech that kind of turned things around for them. What was that speech you gave to them?
It was off the top of the head, so I don't remember it word for word, but it was just our energy and effort. I felt we didn't play with any intensity, in that first half, and I just felt if we picked up our energy and our effort and execute the game plan, I figured that we could pull away a little bit.
And we see Martin did come away with the MVP. What did you think for him was the difference maker with being able to take control in the second half? As I mentioned to him, it was a close game earlier, but you guys were able to pull out a 20-point win.
Yeah, sometimes Stan, I mean, to his credit, you know what I'm saying? He's unselfish at times where I want him to be selfish sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He tries to get everybody involved. But sometimes as that senior leader, I tell Stan, you just got to take over and do what you do because you're the best player on our team. So he's starting to get it. I think that second half, after I talked to him, he picked up his game a little bit. I'm just happy that he played some defense because sometimes he gets lost on the defensive end. But today he had a well-rounded game today. So I was happy to see that.
Well, there you have it today. Westampton Tech defeats Lakewood by 20. And I'm Terry Collins, and with Greg Martin with It's All About Sports. We'll be back for our third game here at Rowan University next.